Okay, ladies. Well, those of you that have been part of Girl Talk for the last few years, you know that we do these fun demos, as you see over here, this beautiful setup. And I'm going to walk over here because this is where I'm going to be standing. And I'm glad some of you have had dinner, because if not, you're going to be pretty hungry after we do this, this little setup. And I'm going to ask Lisa and Taylor to come on out here. That door is going to open. There they are. Would you welcome these two ladies? Okay, you probably, those of you that were here last year or are part of the Virtue Study, you already know Lisa Singer. She actually is a secretary for us here in Orange County. She's been a part of the women's ministry at Harvest for many years, and she loves to cook. That is one of the great bonuses of having a secretary like Lisa, because you get pies and you get all kinds of goodies from Lisa, and we love it, every minute of it. Maybe not so much our waistline with all those pies, but we still are thankful you're here, Lisa. And then this is Taylor McGinnis. Now, our campus pastor is Mike Jonker, and that's Taylor's dad, and we are so blessed by the whole Jonker family and extended family. And Taylor is also on staff, believe it or not, here at Harvest. We are so stoked about that, Taylor, too. Just this year, she's come on staff to assist our children's pastor and our children's director, and she works with the kids. And my granddaughters, they like her better than me. When in the lobby this morning, Allie wouldn't even come to me. She wanted to cling on to Taylor. We just love her to pieces. But Taylor, tell us a little bit about your relationship with Lisa and how this came to be and centered around all these goodies here today.
All right. Well, it was about a year ago, after I got married, almost a year, when Lisa had called me up. I have known her forever, over 10 years. She's my mom's best friend. And she called me asking me if I wanted to start a cooking class with her, take part in it. She had asked some of the other college-age girls from our college ministry called The Well if we wanted to join her. We were all newlyweds, just gotten married. And for me, when I was young, I didn't really pay attention much in the kitchen. My mom would cook, but I wasn't too involved in it. So I was really excited when Lisa had called me, and it's been such a blessing and so awesome learning from her, and I've learned so many practical things that I can take home to my husband. And one of my favorite things is why we're up here tonight, and that's salad dressing. It's so practical and cheap, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
Yeah, Lisa. So, okay, just real quick, what's your favorite thing that you cook that Lisa has taught you?
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to plug things in while she's talking.
Well, one of my favorites is probably not the healthiest, but I love
That's okay, we want to hear it anyway.
It's this Mediterranean, or it's a pesto chicken with like olives and feta cheese.
That sounds healthy,
She taught me how to make pesto, and I love it, and I do it all the time. It's so easy. So that's like a nice meal I make for dinner and then send it to lunch with Ryan the next day. And so that's one of my favorites.
Oh, next time. We got to hear that one. Okay, what we've got here is salad dressings.
Yeah,
and
just a few different salads.
Lisa, tell us why you even bother to make homemade salad dressings.
Okay. A lot of it is, many of you know I love to garden, and then my family loves to eat and live off of our garden. But a lot of times when you're eating whole foods and you're eating, you put all this work into growing beautiful fruits and vegetables, and then you take a salad dressing and you cover it. And literally that's what you're doing. You're covering the salad dressing, and you're not getting the benefits of what this is here for. So one, I love the flavor of the whole food. The second one is I am cheap. I hate purchasing
You're
something.
thrifty.
I'm
we
thrifty.
will say you're cheap.
And I'm a little cheap. But I hate going to a grocery store and looking at a bottle of, whether it's inexpensive or higher price, quality salad dressing is anywhere from $3.99 on up. Those dressings have been in a warehouse and on the shelf for about a year, and then you look at the back of the your little cap, and it says keep refrigerated for up to a year. So you're putting something up to 3 years on fresh, perishable food. So it's kind of counterproductive. And you look at the first few ingredients, and you're either using sugar or a lot of preservatives. Yeah, you'll have olive oil, you'll have any of your acids, but you'll also have something has to keep it on the shelf that long. anything we're making, it's not going to keep on the shelf. You're going to keep it in your refrigerator for a week. But it's an eighth of the price, and it's so much better. And just think of any of your dressings as, you're not a full dressing. Think of it as an accessory. So it's accessorizing your salad, it's accessorizing your meats, and it's not, a big buffet over your salad.
I know,
So-
but I have to confess, I am a salad dressing lover.
Yeah.
And I will always get the salad dressing on the salad, and then I want some on the side in addition to that. So just shame on me, but I just love salad dressings, and I had a chance to taste these this morning, and they were fabulous. One thing I noticed, Lisa, was all these ingredients are things that you already have in your pantry.
Yeah.
So you don't have to buy a specific salad dressing
No.
that you're probably going to get tired and you won't want to eat the same salad dressing all the time. These are things that you already have, like vinegar, oil, honey, and
Dijon.
things that you already have, so you don't have to go out and buy anything to make your own salad dressing.
By making an investment in like $15 for this, you're not just getting a ton of variety in salad dressings, but you've got your marinades here. You've got so much more than just the salad dressings that you can add to it. So it is, people think, oh, starting from scratch is so much more expensive. It really isn't. It's 100% better for you. You know exactly what's going into your body, and you're able to taste the whole food. And that's, it's cool.
Okay,
It's
let's
cool.
get started.
Okay, so I'm going to do we're going to do a couple dressings. I'm going to start with just a regular balsamic dressing and show you how you can vary it. So I've put in 2 heads of roasted garlic. Stick a couple cloves of garlic in the oven. Oh, all these recipes are going to be on the website.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
virtue.harvest.org.
So you don't have to worry
And
about...
just go to the search at the bottom of the page, and give us a couple days here.
Yeah.
I know we'll get all these emails. Where's that, vinaigrette recipe?
Yeah.
Give us a few days, and we'll post the recipe and
Absolutely,
the video. So.
yeah, absolutely. So don't worry about you. Just take a couple heads of cloves of garlic, stick it in on a roasting pan, 20 minutes to an hour, depending on how much flavor you want. I normally do mine for about 20 minutes. So 2 roasted garlics. And then I'm just going to take extra virgin olive oil. I don't really think using any other olive oil it's not worth it. An extra virgin, you're just going to get the true flavor. So about a 1/3 cup of olive oil. Then you're going to use a 1/4 cup of balsamic. And a really good balsamic, again, still much more economical than a salad dressing. Try to have it aged 7 years. You're going to get much more flavor. Okay? And then we're going to do just a little bit of honey or agave. I love agave. I love honey, but you're going to use honey, right? So I'm going to do a little bit of agave.
It's better for you than sugar.
It's really good, yeah. I've been growing stevia, the natural sweetener, lately, and it grows just like lavender. And one little baby leaf. It's so
Really?
sweet, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We're harvesting it right now, which looks really funny, but it's really, really good. Then you're just going to do a little bit of salt and pepper.
Don't you love that sound?
I know.
I love that sound.
And a little bit of sea salt. And really, a coarse sea salt or a regular sea salt is the best. Okay, so those are just those few ingredients. And then I'm just going to blend this together with a little immersion blender. Okay. And presto. If you don't have a blender, you can blend it in that. You can do a mortar and pestle. You can shake it up really good. And
Just cut your garlic up finer and just shake
just do a little bit. And shake it up, and it keeps in a mason jar or anything else. And how I have the girls do it, we'll just take a vegetable of whatever we're using, and you can kind of that way see the consistency. And this is a really good way by either taking a spinach leaf, taking a piece of romaine, sticking it in there, and you can kind of tell, okay, you know what, it's really drooping. I need to add a little bit more. so
if it's drooping, it's too much oil.
Yeah, add a little bit more acid. So and this one I would put over, I would put in the microwave a little bit
really
or
good.
heat it up. And then put it over roasted vegetables. It's an incredible marinade.
So that's kind of like a good base for
Basic
almost any
base,
vinaigrette,
yeah.
starting point.
So now if I wanted to add it, do a little bit different, I can take this exact same, what I have. I'm going to just throw in a couple fresh basil leaves. I like a lot of basil.
I do too. I love it.
I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. If I wanted to make it even a little bit thicker, you can add some pine nuts.
That'd be almost like a pesto right
Yeah,
there.
we pretty much are, yeah. and blend that up. And so you've got two different, I probably put that in all together. Okay. And what's nice about this, oops, no, well, I got a leftover leaf, but we won't put that
That's
on
okay.
the
Blend it till it's all emulsified, yeah?
Beautiful, with the magic of TV. And then this is great for, you can use, similar to a pesto, you can use this as a dipping. Put it on whole wheat pizza dough, and then put a little bit of protein on it. So you're not just stuck using it because it's a little bit thicker consistency. You're not just using it as a salad dressing. You can. It's wonderful as a marinade, especially because the acid in there is such a natural tenderizer. So those are two different varieties, and that's what's so fun about having a garden and having your own herbs and vegetables. You can do whatever you want, and you want to add a little bit of mint and make it a little bit more Mediterranean, throw some leaves of mint in there. It's fun to experiment, and it's because it's economical, you're not really wasting anything.
So Taylor, are you like learning to experiment, or do you
am.
find yourself like,
Yes.
okay, Lisa said,
Well, I'm starting to feel a little bit more
Yeah.
comfortable.
It's kind of fun to play. It's
Yeah.
not like, it doesn't have to be like salad dressings is, kind of
Yeah.
fun. You don't need to have like, it's not like baking where you have to have it exactly
Exact,
right.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, you're going to show us one that
Yes.
you've learned.
I am going to show you guys how to do a citrus vinaigrette. I'm not like Lisa where I can just, pour it in. I had to measure everything out. So this is what you use when you're going to have a fruit salad with maybe some goat cheese or something. So these are my favorite.
Ooh, yum.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a 4th cup of white wine vinegar. And Lisa, don't we use this because there's no, or is that?
Oh, that's the white
Oh,
wine. Well, this
I'm
is
learning
really
as we
clean.
go.
The balsamic is, again, it's a little bit, it's hearty. It's a nice, there's so much fruit in it. This is a little bit lighter, and it's still an acid that you need in a dressing, but it's clean, and it complements rather than overbears a fruit or.
And now we're going to take some squeezed lemon juice, put some honey in here, about 2 tablespoons.
Lisa, have you ever used, I started playing around with maple syrup sometimes
love
too.
maple syrup.
Using instead of the agave or the
Yeah,
put some
honey.
I
orange
love
juice.
maple syrup probably a little too much. Pure maple syrup, there's nothing
Yeah, start
better.
licking the bowl.
Oh my God.
That's what I do.
All right, I'm going to put some safflower oil in here. And we use this because there's not much taste to it, right?
Right. So when you're using on a fruit or something that you don't want a heavy taste to, use a canola or a safflower, and you're not going to get a taste, unlike an olive oil where you want the
Yeah,
flavor, you want that
rich
strong,
olive
rich taste.
flavor.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to
Good
put
idea.
a whole orange in here.
Just stick that, yeah.
All right, it's going in. And
A little
where's my
zest.
lemon zest?
Make sure we
Oh,
don't get that on
we
there.
don't want
Go
the
ahead.
sticker in there, right?
Cool. Taylor, you look like a natural.
Yep. Just getting an A.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it for the citrus. And I'm going to show you a variation in a second, but this is incredible over shrimp. And if you wanted a little bit more bite to it, and you wanted, instead of doing fruit, add a couple leaves of cilantro, add some garlic, and it kind of gives it a little bit of a bang.
Great.
But this is wonderful over grilled peaches, grilled pineapple, or a fruit salad. And then what we did earlier, if you want to, you know how like your thicker, creamier dressings, yeah, they're good, but 1 tablespoon is pretty much half your calorie count for the day. So it's good, but it does get you. So instead, if you want something to make it thicker and a little bit more binding, add your fruit. If we're going to make a mango salad, instead of adding any kind of a cream or a dairy product, add a cup of your mango. And what that's going to do, it's going to make it nice and thick, just like a creamy consistency, but not adding any flavor. So
Not any calories.
yeah.
Extra
I mean,
oil,
lots of
fat.
flavor and no calories.
has
yeah.
flavor.
No flavor.
Gotcha.
And so what we did the mango earlier. So on this one, Taylor, why don't you just add a couple handfuls of the blueberry? So if I was doing like a blueberry salad with spinach and some cheeses, but I really wanted to pull out the flavors of the blueberry or whatever fruit. Let's go a little bit more, just to bind it a little bit thicker. Yeah, just go crazy. Let's get crazy in there. Okay, and then and what that's going to do, it's not only going to give it flavor, but it's going to kind of act as a binding tool.
That is so pretty.
Yeah, it's so pretty, yeah. So there you've got a little bit thicker, and just to kind of give you a taste of that one, see what,
I want to taste this one.
okay. We'll do the crunch. Just dip it in there.
All right. More is more, right?
It's
I
healthy,
wanted
so
a
you can
vegetable
just
that could hold more dressing.
You can do a little scoop. So that's good.
That
And
was
it-
really good. I tasted this one this morning. That one is really nice with the fresh blueberries.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought to put blueberries.
Yeah, and
I'm
we
gonna
do it
crunch for a
with the
minute.
boysenberries and the blackberries, and so just again have fun, and you're just you're complementing your recipe rather than covering it. And think of that, and you'll just your kids are going to enjoy it so much more, and get them involved. Get them involved.
Totally. Experiment, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor. Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome.
We are inspired.